right, we're live here at Red Hook, Funktion House. Tonight we got a special guest DJ, John Creamer. Welcome to the show, buddy.
Hello, thank you for having me.
How are you?
Very well.
What's going on, my
Good, man. Thank you.
Welcome to Red Hook.
Thank you. Thank you,
So
thank
John,
you.
where are you from?
I was born in Philly, and basically in between Philly, New York, and New York since like early 90s.
Early 90s. in New
Yeah,
York.
yeah, so.
Was
Then
the
it
best
started-
time to be in New York,
I
right?
think so, yeah.
Is that
yeah.
when you moved here, the club scene?
Just, half my family's in Long Island. My immediate family's in Philly. So I would come up here with them. And then as far as just, music, I was doing that before I was even here. But, it just happened to work out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Started working at April Records in, I don't know, like 93, 94,
Oh, wow.
something like this.
So wait, just take a pause for a second.
Uh-huh.
What made you come to New York?
Just not wanting to be in Philly. I don't like
You
it.
had enough of the cheesesteaks?
Yeah,
South,
right?
you in South Philly?
No, Center City. But it's, cheesesteaks are great. I mean, when I go back to Philly, I always get sandwiches.
From
Philly's
where,
a great
though? From
sandwich.
where?
D'Alessandro's.
Okay.
Are they the
In
best?
the
It's
East,
a
yes.
spot I never heard of.
Yeah, it's not like, the ones that are like the famous ones are really kind of like the okey doke ones, you know what I mean?
Geno's is
Yeah,
bad.
it's just kind of like touristy, you know
So
what I mean?
about cheesesteaks up here? Is there any competition, any places out in New York? That you
99 miles, because they
Yeah.
get their bread from Philly. And Carl's. Carl's used to be on Chambers, and they got one at Yankee Stadium.
I gotta show you a spot by
Yeah?
my house in Bay Ridge.
It's
yeah.
very good. The bread has to be right, my friend.
It's
So-
good. It's good.
You gotta-
I
yeah?
don't think you would be disappointed.
No? All right. Me and Manny had one the other night. Yeah, me, Manny, and who else was there? Whatever.
I drove to Philly once for a cheesesteak.
Yeah?
Yeah, we got in the car, we went down there.
But you went to,
I went to Geno's.
yeah, it's just
Nothing too
not.
excited.
No.
And they're really snotty people, not for nothing.
Yeah, I mean, it's whatevs, you know what I mean? But D'Alessandro's it's a little bit out of the city. I think it's like in the East Falls area. So it's right near the Textiles College in Philly, not far from Germantown. But that's the best spot,
So
for
you
sure.
moved to New York in the early 90s. You were already doing music.
Mhm.
Where were you
DJing.
living in New York when you first moved there?
Always around the Eastville, Gramercy for a little while. I was dating some chick who had a place there. But mostly the Eastville, Williamsburg. My mom's from Williamsburg.
And you hopped right into the club scene when you got here?
Yeah, I
You already
mean,
had
the
records
thing
out?
is, April really kind of catapulted everything because being in a record shop like that, I mean, everyone comes all week long, all like the major guys. So you develop relationships with them, which I think was a great way to get into the industry. And then I started doing A&R and production. I'd been producing before I even worked there. But that kind of just, once you have those kind of connects, you know what I mean? It just works.
So you started out working in the shop?
Mhm. Yeah,
I remember going to that shop.
Yeah, yeah.
What was it on?
ninth between third
yeah.
and fourth,
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, it's like a sushi spot now.
crazy.
I mean, every record shop shut down, right?
But that was like the spot, that place.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
had all big DJs walking in there.
of course, man. Yeah, we would kick it all the time, man. Junior Vasquez, every single DJ
Every DJ
that
was there.
worked
Yep.
was coming there. You know what I mean? And it was good. So I was the buyer for that,
Okay.
manager for years. Then I worked at Satellite after that, which was cool. Way big different vibe. April was very kind of clean, and we had our certain sound. Satellite was kind of like across the board. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
from jungle to, tech stuff and like bossa nova house. You know what I mean? Like everything. April was very like targeted towards that like Sound Factory, the original Sound Factory kind of vibe,
Yep.
like darker stuff like Pierre, Angel Murray, that kind of,
Okay.
So
Where was Satellite Records?
that was on the Bowery, right?
Bowery and Christie.
Yeah, it was in
It was
Christie?
on like by Stanton Street, like right off Stanton
Yeah,
Street.
yeah. So Bowery, but like a different crew. I mean, that place was like the messiest place I've ever been in, like hands down. It was ridiculous, but lots of good music, that's
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah, yeah.
8 Ball's very clean, you know what I mean? Because the original idea with 8 Ball was to have a cafe and then sell records. And we did for a while,
Yeah.
So, but it's, people don't want to, most people that go to cafes don't want to hear pounding house music. You know what I mean? And like 12 in the afternoon.
And they had a good
So-
system in there. They had a Yuri in there, right?
Yeah.
Yuri.
And then the sub, the cabinet my boy made. I think there were community tops,
Yep.
and then like some 15-inch double JBL that my boy made, which weighed like 300 pounds. You know what I mean? That was actually in my house before, my apartment, which was, my neighbors loved me. You know?
So
So-
what made you get into music? Is it in the family? Like,
I don't know. It just kind of happened. Like being around peers that were DJing, and then just like the next logical step is to produce. You know what I mean? And that hip hop, I was a hip hop head. You know what I mean? Like from the get. And then I think for me, when hip hop started changing in the '90s to like this very flashy kind of thing, where like it was less cultural.
Yeah.
You know, when back in the days I felt that it was just really a dope thing. But once it got all fancy, like when Puffy started really coming out with
It got
like,
mainstream.
yeah, it just, and I'm not hating, but a little bit. You know what I mean? I just feel like it went backwards. You know what I mean? Like it didn't progress. And now today I think it's a fucking joke. You know what I mean?
So you also play. You played an instrument, right?
When I was young, I played the trombone. Yeah, but right now I can't read music. None of that shit.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? I figure shit out with my fingers. You know, like it's not. I'm not trained like that. You know what I mean? It was more for fun.
So how did you
But,
start making records?
This is my first records I was making in Brooklyn with MPC. I used to live with Conrad Corelli, who is a pretty well-known house music engineer. So we had a studio called Sweaty Ball Studio because we had no AC, and it was kind of disgusting, but not as disgusting as Satellite though. So yeah, I just started making them there in my house, like minimal equipment, you know, because at that age, you know what I mean, you don't have that much bread laying around, you know?
Yeah.
And shit was also really expensive back in
Yeah,
the
of
day,
course.
you know? To make a record, you had to be committed, you know?
Yeah.
And the process of getting one out is even more of a commitment, you know what I mean? So that's why I think back in the day you had a lot, there's dope music that comes out now, but I just think that the process of how artists got signed, first of all, just producing a record, you had to go to a studio, you know, 2-inch tape was like $90 for a roll, you know what I mean? So it's like, you had to be able to like do it, you know what I mean? Like, you had that, like, confidence that you were gonna do something with it, you know? Unless, because now you can be a hobby,
It
which
was
is
harder work.
download, yeah.
Right?
You could just download a program and make a record anytime now. Back then, nah, you had to fucking lock out
You
a
had to
studio.
remember the levels on the board.
Yeah, take pictures of that shit or write the diagram. That's what people used to do, like have a sheet of paper with all the knobs and the levels, and then you just mark them, you know?
And there was no automation. So
I mean, if you went to a really dope room, you know, I guess like
You had the
Soundworks had
yeah.
a SSL, which was automated, I think. But I mean, at that point, you're looking at a board that costs like $700,000, $800,000.
Yeah, that was
So it's
crazy.
like, bedroom producer is buying an SSL at
No,
that
it's
time?
not
You know, nah.
buy
You know,
like a Mackie
you buy a
24
house
channel.
before you
Yeah,
buy
buy a
that.
house,
You know what I mean? So yeah, I had a Mackie 1604. I went to Francois K had a auction at one of his studios, so I bought some like reverbs and delays from him, and it just kind of kept going on. You
So
know,
how
always at MPC though.
So how did you and Stephen K get together?
Me and Steph I knew again from 8 Ball. He would come in, and when I was doing A&R for 8 Ball, I hired him as Madam, because he goes on the Madams with, I think with Katsi Mai, these 2 Japanese kids. So when I hired him to do a project, I had a couple projects that I was working on, and I just decided to have him do them with me. So that was probably around like 96, maybe even earlier, 95. So we've been working together since then. So it's like you're looking at like 21 years, you know? But so we slowly got, started doing stuff together. And then around 2000, so I had a couple things come out here and there that were just like very New York centric style records, very Sound Factory, Junior Vasquez. Like it was anything I made at that point was geared towards trying to get it played there.
Okay.
At the Sound Factory. So
And this is the original Sound Factory.
yeah, it's where I guess we turned into Twilo.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's how I learned about house, that place, and 8 Ball. But they were kind of both very close tied together, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Because anyone would go to the club, Sunday afternoon, they get out of the club and just come by and buy records that they heard there. You know what I mean? Oh, you know this record? And I was the buyer, so I knew it, you know? But yeah, so Steph, you know, we started making stuff, and around 2000, we did, I was at Satellite, and I heard Hide You, the Kosheen record.
Yep.
So I just scooped up the promo, because it had the acapella on it, and we did the record, me and Steph, and I guess John Digweed heard about it. And at that point, when John got his hands on that, we had already like finished like 6 or 7 projects that just, you know, they weren't coming out, but like we had a stockpile of
You had
material.
ammo.
Yeah. So once John called up, I mean, someone at Twilo gave him our number. So he called and left a message, and he was like, I sent him everything. And after that, it was kind of a wrap. Then we did Io, Rapture, Wish You Were Here, Forget the World, Till There Was You, New Order, Satoshi Told Me, Love and Traffic. So it was just kind of like,
Those were
for
like,
a very long time, we were just kind of running shit.
those were
New
huge.
York records,
Those,
yeah.
those are huge records. They're
Yeah,
still,
man.
They're still
Well,
big.
so
Classics,
really,
yeah.
So that record, Hide You, was the breakthrough record for you.
That, and to follow it up with Rapture.
Well,
I-
Rapture was huge.
Yeah, I mean, that was a radio record too.
Yeah.
So it's like, once you get to that level, it's like, it's kind of a wrap.
That
It's a
record's
done
been
deal.
remixed a million times.
Let
Yeah.
me ask you a question. Do you think, like, in today's day and age,
Mm-hmm.
like, you know, like records like, say, Rapture
Yeah.
is like a classic,
Right.
right? And you could play it. It's actually not even like a dated sound. Like,
Right.
you know, it's like one of those records where it's like a timeless record.
Right, yeah.
The sound sounds good.
Yeah, tempo-wise, things change, but
But that
a
record.
dope record's
yeah.
a dope record.
So, but do you see that happening with with any records that are coming out today? Like, are there any records that are dropping today where you're gonna say,
I
like,
don't
wow,
see it.
that's gonna be a classic in?
Not really. I don't hear much like that, you know? But I'm also like not super heavy on like searching out new people, you know what I mean? Like I like what I like. It's very like particular, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's like maybe there's shit that comes out that's gonna be like that, but I don't know. I mean, like I said, I don't really. Oh, maybe like this song, Crossfade, some Macioplex stuff. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like those are big underground records, but like stuff on the radio is like, you know, what worked for us is that our records were credible and also commercial. You know what I mean? So a lot of the stuff that comes out now that's on the radio is just straight up commercial. You know what I mean? It's not underground in any way.
Yeah.
It's not like it's formulaic. Our shit wasn't like that.
Now
you
talk
know?
to us about the 10.5-minute record.
Ah,
You know, like
yeah.
you guys were notorious for making
yeah.
10.5-minute records.
I mean, I just felt like that it wasn't intentional. I just felt like the space where, you know, stuff isn't happening that much is just as important as the, you know, kind of hectic, more, you know, developed parts of the song. You know what I mean? And if I never was like, all right, let's make a 10-minute long song. I'm like, let's make this song, and if it happens to be 10, 13, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it's gonna be. You know what I mean? So it was never ever like set out. You know what I mean? Like, just kind of what we did. I find it hard now to make records that are 6, 7, 8 minutes long. You know what I mean? But
Well, I just
I get
think
it
the
done.
attention span of people today is just like,
you
you
10
can't
minutes.
keep them engaged.
Yeah, for
you
10.
know?
Yeah, it's everything's like this. But you know, so is TV. So is like so many things in this world right now.
I know.
You know, it's a little bit of a joke, but we're here, right? You know what I mean? Got to deal with it.
So you got some new stuff coming out.
Yep, got some stuff coming out in October on Stereo, Juice and Chabella's label. So then after that, I guess they got people remixing that now. I don't know who.
Yeah.
I'm not dealing with much of the business like I used to. I used to kind of run me and Steph's whole life. But now it's like, look, I'm just making a fucking record. You get it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you do it. I got, you know, all love, you know,
Yeah,
but just
yeah.
like, because you don't make money from selling records. You know what I mean? Like, you have to have so many other things in place. But so for me, I'm just like, all right, you know, if it goes somewhere, it goes somewhere. You know, I still love them. I got like 30, 40 songs in my computer that I've never even released or even thought about releasing. You
Really?
know,
Yeah.
just like, they're for me.
So then it's just like now all the money's being made off DJing. So
Shows,
you have
yeah.
the records out and then you start getting booked for DJing.
Right, which then comes into, you have to get a publicist and then like, you know, a good agent, you know, who's got good connects. But agents also like, fuck up this industry a bit too. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. I don't know. I mean, I'm happy for guys getting like $100,000 a gig. You know what I mean? I'm not getting that. But it's, I mean, it's, you know, they buy their likes on Facebook, and you know, that's what promoters go for. Like how many likes you have on Facebook, not like your talent or anything.
So
like
you
this.
understand how important social media is.
I do. I kind of, well, we talked about it a little while ago,
Yeah.
you know, looking into somebody to run that side of my life. But again, it's like, that's a commitment too, because it's like, if you do all that, you're paying for it, you got to do the follow-up too. You know, you can't half-ass it.
Yeah.
So it's like, you got to be ready for the whole
It's a full-time
mish.
job.
Yeah. So it's like the
Full-time job.
social media, then traveling. Then it's like, you know, I'm 42. Like, how much do I want to be traveling? You know what I mean? I mean, it's cool money.
Have you been traveling to play?
Not tons, you know. I always have Eastern Europe and South America pretty locked up. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
my shit does real well there. But like the States, I don't travel much. You know what I mean? But like I said, I'm not really like pushing myself that much either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but man, we'll see. I mean, like October. It's also too. Steph's in Tokyo now, and I really enjoy working with Steph. And other people, I work with them, and it's fun. But me and Steph, as soon as we sit down, it clicks. You know what I mean? Smoke a joint, make a record. You know what I mean? Just drink a beer, make a record. You know? And it's like, it's not like we just know what each other like. You know what I mean? And we just happen to like very much the same thing. You know? So that's helpful, having a good partnership. But him being in Tokyo, it kind of limits how much we do work together, you know? Which, if he was here, I mean, I'd be way more active, you know what I mean?
We're
So-
competing with the motorcycle.
Yeah, right?
Red Hook.
That's it. It's a nice motorcycle.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man, we'll see. We'll see what happens in October. Like I said, I'm not too stressed about any of it. You know what I mean? Like, we did what we did, and we fucking ran shit, and I'm happy about it. You know what I mean? So it's like, to like try and like do more stuff. It's like, I mean, if you know me, you know who I am, how I rock, what I do. If you like it, cool. You know, cool. You know, so it's like, just not like super, but maybe in October, like, to see if the records start doing well. You know, maybe someone will like start, an agent will call or management will call, and they want to, you know, for stuff like that, it's important.
Yeah.
If you really want to get down and get busy, you know. Otherwise, it's like, all right, I don't really need any of that because I don't really care about it. I care about making music. You know what I mean? But we'll see. You know, maybe my attitude will change. You know, come once the records come out. But it's again like, do I want to travel as much as I used to? You know what I mean? Like, I love New York. You know what I mean? I love being here. But yeah, money's all right. You know, get a couple thousand a gig. You know, a couple in a week, a couple a month. You know, make 10 G's a month.
So you and
Not bad.
Stefan still get to work on records together?
Yeah,
You
well, he
drop
flies
off
in
to
from
each other?
Tokyo. No, he'll fly in from Tokyo, you know. So, yeah, I'm waiting for him this summer. And, yeah, we'll see what's up. Maybe it won't happen this summer, you know, but
Yeah.
I'd like it to, you know. But it's, you know, that's commitment as well for him. He's in Tokyo. He's got his life there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he comes here. You know, he's got to stay with me for a month, you know, 3 weeks
Does he
when we
play?
work.
Does he play out in Tokyo?
Yeah, he does a lot in Tokyo. I mean, Tokyo's
You been out there?
yeah, a bunch of times, yeah. I haven't been out there since he's moved out there, but we were thinking maybe instead of him coming here, maybe in October, once the stuff comes out, is I'll go there for a month, you know? Which could be cool, you know what I mean? Like, it's a cool city, very efficient, you know, nice food.
Yep.
So, we'll see. Everything's just kind of like, you know, relaxed. You know, if it goes down, it goes down,
Yeah.
you know?
So what are some of your favorite rooms that you played at in Manhattan over the years?
Manhattan?
Yeah.
I mean, I liked Idlewild, which was Den of Thieves on Houston. But that was back in the day. That was a tiny little place. Yeah, I mean, I don't actually play that much in New York. I mean, I did parties, you know, here and there. I mean, Pacha was always nice, you know, Crowbar. But Sound
was
Factory
nice.
bar downstairs for when Frankie was playing upstairs, rest in peace.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was me, Francois K, or Frankie Knuckles. Something, yeah. I was playing acid jazz, like kind of like funkier, like hip hoppy stuff, you know.
Yeah.
That was great though. I had a wonderful time. That was always just a cool party too. The Wednesday nights, was that with Barbara Tucker, that the
Yeah,
industry
yeah,
night, yeah.
Yeah,
And then they did something else on Mondays, right? Something.
I think so, yeah.
And Manny Ward used to play there, so I would always go there because he worked at 8 Ball. So we just fly over together, you know.
Yeah.
But so it's like, I mean, I like a lot of smaller spots. You know, the big nightclubs, it's like, I just find it to be a little bit, wears me out a bit. You know what I mean? So many people, talking to people, you know. It's like the smaller places, you just kind of do your thing, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'd rather be places people don't know me. You know what I mean? So I just like have my drink, kick it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, in the smaller places, it's more of an intimate vibe, right?
Yeah, I mean the same thing like with festivals. I don't like festivals. I mean, it's just too much of a production for me. You know what I mean? And the sound's always shitty. You know what I mean? But got nice kicks on. They got all fucked up. You know what I mean? Because some people are wasted, and me and myself too. But you know.
Well, I think most of the guys we've spoken to about festivals, you know, they talk about how, you know, you're only getting like an hour,
Yeah.
2 hours.
Yeah,
to
there's
play.
not much of a vibe. You
So
know what I mean?
You can't really build anything. You're just
Right.
playing bangers. You know?
Right. Yeah. You just go in and smash it.
Yeah,
Where
You know,
everybody's playing the same
Yeah.
hits.
Right. Yeah, I
So-
imagine like 4 DJs playing very similar sets in a row. Which, I mean, if that's what the kids want, go for it. But I'm not a kid. You know what I mean? And I've been doing this, you know?
Sure.
So, but it's, yeah, the festival stuff. I mean, I did Creamfields in Turkey, Creamfields, Argentina, which that was a good production in Argentina. I love Argentina.
So what was your most memorable place that you played at?
I always like Argentina.
Yeah.
Argentina is my favorite. Well, it's New York, Montreal, Argentina. Tunisia I like a lot. It's just pretty. Beautiful beaches.
Where did you play out in Montreal?
Stereo, always stereo.
Stereo,
Yeah, man.
That's a dope club.
Yeah. Yeah, the Yuri they have in there was mine.
Really?
Yeah, I sold it to them. I used to get them things all the time. Bozaks and Yuris, you know.
Still have
I used to be able to cut with a Yuri.
With a Yuri.
All right, too.
You
know?
and probably Flex are the only two people
Yeah.
that come with it. Flex was able to come
Yeah?
with the Yuri, yeah.
Well, we had one at the shop. So it's like, I mean, basically what I did at that record shop was buy the music that got sold there and then sell the music. So it's like, I basically just played music for like 8 hours a day. You know what I mean? Like, it was just a fucking great
Do
job.
you still have your vinyl collection?
Yeah. Yep. I got a great reggae dance halls collection, great jazz.
Do you like to play reggae?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have a gig stick, I'll give you a mix I did in, I think it's from 92,
Yeah.
maybe a little later, maybe no, 94, 95, yeah. It's a good, dope mix. My boy, I guess I gave it to my boy, and then he just emailed it to me. Because I don't have any of that shit, you know? So
Yeah.
I put it on the desktop. I was like, fuck, you know, it's not
You're
bad.
like, wow, this is pretty good.
Yeah, I still have all the records, too. So.
Do you think vinyl's making a comeback? Not so much with DJs, but
Right.
like
As
just
collectors.
As collectors, yeah.
I mean, I guess, you know, you read the articles where it's like, you know, saying that, you know, it's like 300% up, you know, but it's like, all right, it was virtually non-existent, so it
Yeah,
could
yeah,
only go up, you know what I mean? But I think the one record that we're putting out with Stereo, a Japanese label is doing the vinyl pressing of it. But probably only like 300 copies or
There's
something.
there's still record stores in Japan. Manhattan Records
Yeah.
is still in Shibuya.
Right, yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I
so
remember that.
They got a lot of record stores
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Tokyo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're very like into our culture and they kind of keep it going. You know what I mean? I buy dancehall from Japan and I would always find like one song I was missing on a rhythm or some shit.
Yeah.
Or like a little Japanese girl with 4-finger ring, like, you know?
They were probably
Like-
bootlegging your records out
Yeah,
there.
right?
Yeah, I think like vinyl collection here is like part of the whole hipster movement.
Yeah,
You have a lot of hipsters that are like getting into vinyl and collecting vinyl.
right. Cooler than now kind of thing. Yeah.
So I think that's what, you know, you're seeing like people buying their record players. And buying
Right, yeah.
vinyl and playing vinyl.
Yeah, I mean, are they making techniques still? Or, like, did they just restart doing them
I
again or
think they
something?
were
I think
restarting. I know Pioneer picked it up and they're making a model of it,
Uh-huh.
but I think Techniques is going to start making them, or they did start making them again.
Right.
So,
Cool, man. Yeah, I mean, if culturally it goes forward and, you know, new heads are like into it like that, I'm with it.
do you
know what I mean?
like playing on vinyl, or do you?
I do.
prefer
I mean,
playing
now
on-
it's like, it's just easy. Tractor,
Yeah.
everything's in there, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's just a lot, you know, back in the days, it was a pain in the ass playing with vinyl. You get on an airplane with 2 boxes, it's like half the time they go missing. You know
Yeah.
what
Did
I
you
mean?
ever you made the switch from vinyl to CD?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you kind of had to. You didn't really have a choice because you would go to places and they don't even have turntables. They got CD players, so it's like you were kind of forced into it.
Yeah.
Now you go to places and they don't even have CDs. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So-
They got controllers.
Yeah, that's it. But, hey, man, what it is, I fought it just as long as I could. You know what I mean? But I mean, I still have all my CD cases. But like I said, man, you kind of got to roll with the punches. In the
So what are you
industry.
gonna play for us tonight?
Some good old New York house music. That's it. You know?
You're gonna play some of the stuff that you made, some of the stuff that you made?
Yeah, I'll probably play a couple. It depends. We'll see how I feel when I get up there. I don't much of a plan. You
Okay,
know what I
cool.
mean?
Well, I
That's
think
kind of how I go.
everybody's-
into
Everybody's
it.
excited.
Perfect.
We got a nice audience for you tonight,
That sounds great.
and we're gonna have some fun.
Cool. Well, thank you for everything.
All right.
Yeah.
All right,
Well,
let's do it.
All right,
John
man.
Creamer.
Thank
We're
you,
here
brother.
with John Creamer. We're gonna take a 2-minute break. I'm gonna get him up on the tables.
Need this?
All right, we got John Creamer live from Red Hook here at the Funktion House. Take it away.
those things. Body's still exciting me. Makes me wanna do those things a girl's not supposed to do. Tingles down my body, such a sweet sensation. Makes me wanna do the thing. It makes me feel so weak. I'll be giving you my body and my soul. I'll be giving you my body and my soul. I'll be giving you my body and my soul. I'll be giving you my body and my soul. My body and my soul. I give you my body and my soul. I'll be giving you my body and my soul. I'll be giving you my body and my soul. My body and my soul. Tingle down my body, from my head down to my feet. Such a sweet sensation makes me feel so weak. I'll be giving you my body and my soul. I'll be giving you my body and my soul. I'll be giving you my body and my soul. I'll be giving you my body and my soul. My body and my soul.
It's been 10 years since we first started meeting like this. You and me, in clubs, on beaches, loft spaces after dark, in my car. Where did the time go? Seems like just yesterday. I remember the first time you touched me. I felt you so deep. And we danced and danced for hours. You made me feel so free. Thank you for that. I just wanted to say that I love you. I've loved you all along, you know. Through it all, it's been you and me, always there to keep me sane. When I needed to run, escape, we met on the dance floor, and you gave me wings to fly. When I needed to purge my soul, your beats moved me through hot, sweaty nights. Man, I love you for that. I have all this love for you. I was walking around South Beach this morning after our escapade last night. As usual, you were fantastic. I mean, I barely caught my breath the whole night. And you did with my body exactly what you wanted to. I could hardly walk when we were through. It was so worth it. It's always so worth it. I have nothing but love for you. Nothing but love for you. So now, as I get to dress you with my words once again, I just want to say, happy anniversary. It's been a great 10 years. Here's to many more. House music. I love you. I have all this love for you. I love you. permission to have a moment. Coming back from a temporary relapse, I'm back on track and everything seems to be perfect. In line with the divine. No asking why, because time is on my side. It's a feeling I haven't felt in a while. Time is my friend. And we only got beef every now and then, making up at the end with music that steady reminds you it's only a matter of time. And time is on my side. Permission to have a moment. Coming back from a temporary relapse, I'm back on track and everything seems to be perfect. In line with the divine. No asking why, because time is on my side. Manifesting my thoughts to have a pulse, shaking my head at the results. Knowing that my words could either kill you or breathe life into you. I check my intentions. Don't want my mirror of words to have a blurry reflection. And believe me when I tell you that life don't give a fuck. So do you to the best of your ability. Strap on your safety belt and move through life like it owed you money. Bob and weave through people who look at you funny. The joke is on them. Cause while they're peeping your category, you've already written your next life story. So time is my friend. And we only got beef every now and then, making up at the end. So it matters to me that this here house beat raises your hand and you agree that the tap of your feet and beat of your heart coincide. It's only a matter of time. And time is on my side. 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 And time is on my side.
Once you've earned it, you've already earned it. I don't wanna see you go. I want somebody to love me. Why'd it take so long to know? I want somebody to love me. I want somebody to be nice. See the boy I once was in my eyes. Nobody's gonna save my life. Got my ticket, man. I'm looking for somebody to use it. I know we pretend, but one of these days we're gonna lose it. And I once left town when the leaves turned brown with a couple of souvenirs. She was in my car when we hit that wall. Yeah, it could have moved me to tears. I used to know her when my house was sober. Over and over, is it really over? I don't want to see you go. I want somebody to love me. Why'd it take so long to know? I need somebody to love me. I want somebody to be nice. See the boy I once was in my eyes. Nobody's gonna save my life. But tonight I'll cross the line. I used to know her when my house was sober. I could learn lessons in life. Over and over, is it really over? I don't wanna see you go. I want somebody to love me. Why'd it take so long to know? I want somebody to love me. I don't wanna see you go. I want somebody to love me. Why'd it take so long to know? I want somebody to love me. I want somebody to be nice. See the boy I once was in my eyes. Nobody's gonna save my life. I don't wanna see you go. I want somebody to love me. Why'd it take so long to know? I want somebody to love me. I want somebody to be nice. See the boy I once was in my eyes. Nobody's gonna save my life.
won't you stay here, stay with me? So won't you stay here, stay with me? So won't you stay here, stay with me? Stay with me. Sometimes when I see you, I just don't know what to do. No, I don't know, but I know how I feel. Oh, darling, 'cause every time that I see you, I just don't know what to do, but I know how I feel. 'Cause I just want you, baby, to tell me what's real. Oh, darling. Can you give me what I need, boy? Sometimes when I see you, I just don't know what to do. No, I don't know, but I know how I feel. Oh, darling, I had time to think it out, and I know without a doubt that I'm ready for something real. Can't you see that this is how I feel? Yeah, yeah. Can you give me what I need, boy? Can you give me what I need? Can you give me what I need?
John Creamer, ladies and gentlemen.
What's up?
Make
y'all?
some noise for John Creamer!
right. Salud. Thank you. Thank you.
That
Thank you.
was
Thank you.
awesome.
Thank you,
You
brother.
had some bomb records.
Yep.
bro.
Yep.
Even the new shit that I'm hearing right now.
Yeah.
bomb records.
Okay.
Forget the world. When you drop Forget the World,
Yeah.
that's my record right
That's
there.
the shit.
Yeah.
Till There Was You was big, too.
I had a great time, man. Thank y'all.
Those were the
You know,
jams,
straight
bro.
up.
So
So,
I hear you got some work.
I got tons of it. Tons of fucking records. The last 4 things are all either me and Lance Jordan or me and Steph. And there's a shitload more where they came from.
Yeah,
you know what I
that's
mean?
good.
Like, really. Like,
Good luck
they're
with
just sitting there.
everything. And
Thank you,
we're
brother.
Happy to have you here at the Function House.
Thank you. I
We'd love to
appreciate it.
have you back in the future.
Anytime, man.
And when
Anytime.
Stefan comes in town, get his ass here.
Thing we need to do is
Yeah.
get me and him up in there. Get
right.
him motivated.
Yeah.
John Creamer,
Good looks,
you
brother.
turned it up tonight
Thank you, man.
at the Function House, man.
Cool,
Great
man.
job.
Like I said, thank you for having me.
Yeah, we enjoyed
One
it.
love, yo. New love.
That's right.
New York in the house. Red Hook. Yes. Brooklyn.
There we go.
Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Brooklyn
All right.
love.
Cool, man.
Give it up once again for John Creamer.
Cool. Thanks, y'all.
So another week, another show. Thanks for tuning in to Live from Red Hook here at the Function House. Once again, John Creamer turned it up tonight.
That's right.
Good night. God bless. Peace.